This is unfortunately a common problem in the car business. Managers get promoted to, management, and they think that they're done selling cars. I personally have never been of that philosophy. You can ask any of my prior salespeople, especially like a lot of my rookies, I was closing 9 deals out of 10. My damn self. Like, I'm pulling to my office and we sitting down and rehashing this shit, and I'm having them sit and listen so that they can learn. I think it's just you get kind of complacent, once you get in the chair, especially if you've been there for a while. And they're like, you know what? Another one come through. I'm not really tripping on that one individual deal. If they don't close it, fuck it. Somebody else come in here. But I've always been just hustling in me. I was not letting shit walk out the door unless I could. I needed to talk to every single customer, and I talked to every goddamn customer. The advice that I can give to any salespeople who are pissed off because their management's just lazy, they like to stay behind that desk, don't like to get up and help, to do a TO, which is basically, turnover is what it's called. They step in and try to help save the deal. It's honestly to get creative. I dealt with those managers so much in the past that, me and my buddy Jay Griffin, actually, crazy enough, he was one of the most naturally gifted salespeople I'd ever fucking met. And what we would do is we developed something called the system. It's nothing crazy. It's just that it was revolutionary for the car business, at least in our dealership, because nobody did that shit. Like, when you're in the dealership, typically, as a salesperson, you're a lone wolf. You know what I'm saying? You're cool with everybody, but you're competing against everybody. You're trying to tear everybody's heads off. What we did was honestly be unselfish. That's what it was. We split every fucking deal. Didn't matter what it was, every deal we split. Because we were splitting every deal, you know what I'm saying? I was good at certain things and he was amazing at certain things. So we just could tag team shit. And to be quite honest, I was really good on the initial building rapport, get him cool with him. He was amazing at the test drive and everything. By the time they came back from the test drive, I'd be outside waiting for him. And then, we tag team closing, literally both of us. I wouldn't have to go get a manager. I'd be like, yo, Jay, step in, boom. He'd be like, yo, Bump, come in, step in, boom. Neither one of our personalities would be able to work, and we just would not let it go. Sometimes we both be sitting at the desk, tag team the dude, going back and forth, feeding off each other. Also, we had an amazing manager, guy by the name of Casey McGraw. Now, I can't speak to say the same thing for all the managers, but this guy was just fucking amazing. He come in, with his he wasn't real country, but he was just a real fast talker and everything, just an old school car guy, bro. And he believed in people. I honestly, attribute much of my success in the car business to that guy because everything was a car deal to him. And I took that same thought process to, all of my other salespeople. I brought a deal to him, he would fucking turn that shit into something. Point blank motherfucking period. There was one situation, actually crazy enough, where we sold a car to this chick named, I want to say Ariel or Miracle was her name, Miracle Crosby, actually out of Mississippi. We didn't have a deal done for her for 6 months. She was in the car for 6 months with no deal. And he's just rehashing it like every day. We called that girl up like 6 times back to the dealership and we'd already sold her trade into, so she was just riding the car with no payment for 6 months. It was nuts. Ended up having to take a loss on it to basically make that deal work. It was crazy. That's how nuts he was, bro. He was like, yo, everything's car deal. We're going to make some shit work. And that's how I learned how to sell cars. Building off of what he did, me and my boy Jay, we just back and forth, jumping in and basically being our own TOs. We didn't have to worry about anybody else.